Hi, this is Leah. Rita and I are making red handmade paper for our Christmas cards. This is just a little tutorial, or just how we do it. So, here's the blender that we use, only for crafts. It's never used for food. You can see it's, just a regular blender. Doesn't really matter, just something that'll blend the paper into little bits. So it doesn't have to be special or high-tech or anything like that. Over here we have, this is the paper that we're using to make the handmade paper out of. It's just regular red typing paper. We want it to turn out to be a bright red, so we're using all red to begin with, not mixing it any white. And then here is the bucket in the sink with the paper maker mold. What is it? The Arnold Grummer?
Arnold Grummer.
Arnold Grummer.
Paper mill.
Paper mill.
Paper mill.
Little paper mill. And we have it in the bucket, so it's not in the sink, and it's just easy to work with that way. And then over here we have our little pan. We use a plastic one because then we don't have to worry about rust. Since
Which
it is,
we used to have to worry about.
Yeah, we used to use an old, baking pan, and it did get rusty, and we were having some issues. So we switched to plastic. Then we don't have to worry about that since it is in the water, and we use it with the water. And then over here we have our sponge and our screen for when we soak the water out of the paper when we make it. We'll go through this steps thoroughly later, but this sponge is just a large tiling sponge. You can get it at any home improvement store. We like it because of its thickness and its size. It works much better than like a regular kitchen sponge.
Well, the sponge that came with it.
Oh yeah, the sponge that came with it.
It's a lot smaller.
Yeah, it's a lot smaller and much thinner, and this one works so much better. So I'd recommend that. And then over here we have the couche papers. It's spelled like couch paper. We think it's pronounced couche paper, but we're not really sure. And it's just the papers that you put in between, or you put the paper on here to dry, but for us we usually just use this as a transfer.
A shortcut method.
Yep, we put it on there, and then we bring it over here, over to the table, where you can see we just put the paper right onto her table here, her craft table, which we have covered in plastic.
Plastic.
Really thick plastic. You can get it at a sewing shop or something like that store.
Yeah. And got it at
basically just a big, like Joann's or something. It's just basically a big plastic tablecloth, so you don't have to worry about ruining her table. And so we have them on here. They're wet and they're drying. You can see sometimes they have little bubbles, but we don't mind that so much. And they just sit there and dry like that. That way they get nice flat.
And they do buckle up as they dry this way, because we aren't pressing them between the couche papers. But we don't really mind, and they dry faster.
Yeah, they dry faster.
And you can always iron them if you want them to be really flat. You can iron them and use a little spray starch.
Yep. But for us, handmade paper, I mean, it's handmade anyway, so we don't mind it if it's a little bumpy or buckly or anything like that. So now we'll go on to the next step.
Yep.